Hey guys, Nerf Nerd here, and in today's video we're going to be having a look at the Dartzone BF-2. So let's get into it. So this is a 6-shot cylinder-fed blaster. When you press it, it just turns like that, and it's just primed at the back here. So when you rack the slide back, it just pulls that back there, and then as you pull the trigger, it rotates, and then you can shoot it like that. So pretty solid performance. I'd say this is probably hitting between 70 and 75 feet per second. So let's just give it a couple of test shots. So as you can see, pretty solid performance for such a small blaster, so compact. But that is why it uses a different system to the Nerf Strong Arm. That's why it's a bit shorter, because this just stays out here. And you can see with this one as well, it doesn't actually have an air restrictor. And you can probably hear it from how it sounds. But let's crack this open and have a look. So I'm just going to take all the screws out, and then I'll be back with you. Now all the screws are out, we can just pop it open. And this is the internals for it. So you can see when you press that, it rotates the cylinder. So obviously it's not in place, so it won't rotate it now. So it's actually a pretty simple design for what it is. Very different to a Nerf Strong Arm, for example. But yeah, I'm just going to take the plunger tube out and have a look at the spring. So it's only a little bitty cat spring on it. And that actually comes out really easily. There we go. We can slide this off. And you can see that there's no air restrictor really. There's just, yeah, that. Let's have a look here. So the spring is pretty weak spring. Let's check the seal, see how the seal is in here. The seal is actually pretty decent. Yeah, pretty decent seal. Won't have to worry about that. But I'll go have a scavenge around in my parts and see if I can actually find, and there goes the spring, see if I can actually find a spring that's a bit heavier that we could maybe chuck in there. So I found one that would actually work pretty well. This is just kind of like a long strike spring that I could chuck on there, and it fits relatively the same. So I'm just going to go put that on there. Okay, so after a bit of struggling, it went back in. I just had to really fiddle around to get that hooked back there and get the catch in. But that is all in there now, and all the system is here now, like that. That's in there, that flap is still there, and I was able to get the spring in. So I'm just now going to chuck it all back together. So I'll be back with you once it is together. So let's give it a test now that's all back together. One thing I will note now is now with the heavier spring, it won't turn by itself. It'll only turn once you prime it. So let's give it a go. Alright, it's primed. And just for comparison, here's an unmodified one. So I hope you enjoyed, guys, the mod for your Dartzone blaster. So it's much more powerful now. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.